Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Galil et the gun. That means roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to the gods and goddesses in the chat. Put your name, where you're from. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Roll the corn. Where did the feather ideology come from? That's what we on today. Where did it come from? Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Tennessee in the building. Renee. Uraeus, Florida. Jacksonville, JWI. Houston, Texas, St. Louis. Put the corn in the chat. Now, today I come to kill the myth of all this Native American feather wearing and show you where they got it from and show you where it started at and what this stuff really means before America tried to teach this is a Native American culture. But this is not a Native American culture. They got that from us. They got that from us. Peace to the gods and goddesses in the chat, man. Roll the corn. Alabama, Lexington, Mississippi. I love you, Mississippi. Roll the corn. Shout out to the Mississippians. Alabama. We know the truth now. We finna stop all this lying. We finna stop all this making up in history and knowledge and acting like certain people created stuff. We finna stop. We finna get the meaning of everything that we done from ancient times, from we know the truth now. I'm touching on everything. I'm touching on the artifacts, the feathers, the turtle. I'm getting on all of that. Because we got to understand where this stuff come from to understand where we are going in the future, right? Mississippi in the building, Isaiah, what's up? Louisiana, I love you, I'm in love with you, sunshine. Clarksdale, Mississippi, I love you, I'm in love with you. Brew Vision, what's up, big dog? Roll the corn. Philly in the building, Tampa in the building. Y'all rolling today. Y'all ready today? Y'all ready this morning? Tennessee, put the feathers in the chat today. Everybody drop the feathers today. We rolling the feathers today because I'm going to break this feather down and it's going to be real beautiful how I break it down and show you where it come from. I'm going to show it to you all the way back in the mounds. I'm going to show you the feathers in the mounds, man. Ain't nobody going to show you this. Native Americans didn't come up with no feather. We have feathers in the mound, feather headdresses in the mounds, feathers on statues, falcon feathers on statues. That's where the falcon feather, y'all already know what the falcon is. You rocking the falcon feather in the mounds with Haru ideology, bro. Stop acting like Native Americans came up with this. This is melanated, indigenous American original people on the land building mounds wearing falcon feathers. Stop all that lying to my people, bro. Roll the corn. Put the feathers in the chat. Put the feather in the chat. I want to see the feathers today. All feathers, flock gang, Mississippian gang, mound builder gang. Roll the corn. Ain't no Africans wearing no feathers. So after we bought that over there. Roll the corn. The feathers come with Ma'at. The feather started with Ma'at. Not no damn native. Ma'at is the feather rolling. That's where the feather wearing came from. Ma'at, with the Haru ideology, you wear the falcon feather. Roll the corn. Chang Su, Epa G. Chang Su. What's up? What's so funny?
Yo, what's up, bitch ass nigga?
See what I'm saying? Hunter-gatherers, bro. Hunter-gatherers. See what I'm saying? Now, in my face, he wouldn't do that. In my face, you wouldn't do that, you little hunter-gatherer. See, these people are behind the scenes. They weak as hell, man. These people so weak. All they can do is hide and throw rocks and hide their hand. That's all they can do. Y'all are the weakest link on the planet, bro. We know it. Y'all mixed up with I ain't even gonna say that, bro. I ain't even gonna get low today. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it virtuous. Roll the coin. Y'all is mad because I'm finna expose everything y'all do. Roll the coin. Now, today, the feather headdress. They call us pretendians. Now, see, let me say this before I get started. Bro. And this is a big problem. If y'all know about Egypt, why you don't know about America? If Egypt is wearing a feather for Ma'at, why you don't know that same thing was over here? Y'all know so much about Egypt and the teachings of Egypt, but you overlook it right here in your own backyard. You don't think Ma'at came from here? You don't think the feather wearing came from here, bro? You an agent. You got to be. Roll the coin. The first people wearing the feather on the Nile River was the Cushites. And I told you they came from here. Put the feather in the chat. Put the feather in the chat. Let's break it down. Y'all ready? Put the feather in the chat. Let's get it going. Roll the coin. Now, truth now. Where we at? Now, they said, now check this out. When I first started putting my receipts together, I just run across something random, and it's already telling me what's going on, right? The tradition of wearing feathers, particularly of the Maori culture, is linked to Haru. It is linked to Haru. This ain't no Native American feather wearing y'all got there from us. It was linked to Haru the whole time. That's where the feather come from. I already know this off the top of my head, but when I put my receipts together for my live, it just popped right up. Ancestors like, here you go, truth now. You know that's hooked to Haru. Stop playing. Go on, give it to the people, my baby. Give it to the people, my baby. You know that ain't no Native American feather. Quit trying to call us pretendians, because we created the feather headdress. You see Ma'at, the goddess Ma'at, wearing a feather in Egypt. How you Egyptologists ain't put it together yet? Y'all don't want to put it together. Y'all just want to teach Africa. Why she wearing that feather of Ma'at? I'm finna show you the goddess Ma'at wearing the feather. The halls of Amenti, the halls of Ma'at. All this halls of Amenti Billy Carson talking about. That's the halls of Ma'at, nigga. Wearing the feather, putting the feather up. I'm finna show you. Our people did that. Ain't no aliens done it. Ain't nobody down there walking around with no reptilian skin. All our people buried down there. That's what's going on under the pyramids. Roll the coin. That's the part you're leaving out. Stop taking the people out of the construction of these places. Stop taking the people out of the construction of these beautiful places, bro. Put the people back in power. Stop making up all this fake. The pyramid just popped up out of nowhere. No, it ain't popped up out of nowhere. Our people did it. Roll the coin. Now, the Maori culture is linked to Haru, wearing feathers. Let's keep going. The Nubians, Cushites, Kush, right? Traditions wearing feathers, particularly ostrich feathers, is strongly associated with the ancient Egyptian deities Shu and Ma'at. Rather than specifically Haru, but you know the Cushites had Ma'at. People. They had no idols. Egypt made idols. The Cushites come from the original teachings of Ma'at. Egypt started making men deities, as in Horus. Do you see the difference? Cushites was on the Nile with this teaching of Ma'at with the feather before Egypt ever started doing it. These people come from here. And I'm finna show you. Ma'at feather wearing. That come from us. Here we go, right here. Wearing feathers, Ma'at. That's where it all started. And I'm gonna show you where it ended up at. Let's keep going. Right? Now, in Egypt, we have Haru. Wearing the feathers in Egyptian art and culture and primarily associated with the goddess is still associated with the goddess Ma'at and the god Shu. The feather is Ma'at teachings first and foremost. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. That's how all of it links in together. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Feathers are also used in other contexts, such as the crown of Osiris and the moon, and the statues of Ptah and Menkaret, symbolizing Ma'at and divine power. Ma'at, divine power, feathers. That's where that come from. They don't come from no Native American coming from Siberia, talking about he wearing some feathers, dancing around, acting stupid. They don't come from that. They saw the mound building culture, rocking them feathers, and they start rocking feathers. Egypt didn't get feather rocking until we came over there rocking feathers with the laws of Ma'at. Now do you understand it? Now do you understand it? I'm rolling corn today. Put the feather in the chat because the feather don't come from y'all. The feather come from us. You want to call us pretendians, but we the ones created the feather wearing. How the fuck we pretendians and we create? How can you study Egypt and you not know we created the feather wearing? That's why I don't trust y'all, bro. That's why I won't debate y'all. That's why I don't listen to y'all. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all be talking about on this internet, trying to lead my people the wrong way. How are we pretendians and we wore the feather first, motherfucker? How? Do it make any sense? When you see the goddess Ma'at in Egypt, you don't say she no Native American do it. You don't say she no white woman. How can you know this knowledge and not know that knowledge? That's why I don't fuck with y'all so-called conscious people, bro. Y'all just look over everything. Egypt, Africa. How? And the feather came from us, but we pretendians. We wrote a feather way back in BC times, but we faking like we putting hot glue on our feathers. Man, I can't stand y'all, bro. Anybody screaming pretendian, bro, I can't stand y'all, bro. Umar, Port City, who else be saying it? Whoever saying it, bro, I can't stand y'all, bro. Where the feather come from, Ma'at. Then you go right back and teach Ma'at on Egyptology. Do that make any goddamn sense? Y'all are dividing our people's knowledge. If they wore a feather in Egypt, why the hell they can't wear a feather over here? That's where the feather culture come from here. Why you think Egyptians Ma'at wearing the feather? That teaching came from here, man. So when we wore feathers over here, it ain't true. But when they wore feathers over there, it's beautiful. It's grand. Roll the coin, man. Let's keep going. I'm sick of these niggas. I swear, bro. It don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense what these people be on. Roll the coin. Now, the ostrich feather is the god Shu. That's in Egypt, right? This got something to do with the creation story. That still comes from Ma'at, right? Still come from Ma'at. Let's keep going. Ostrich feathers are probably best known for their association with the goddess Ma'at, with the ostrich feather in her hair. The teachers of Ma'at, you wear the feather because you believe in the Haru ideology or the Sirius star ideology, which represented the falcon or the bird or the feather. That's where they come from. You know I got the receipts. I don't come without receipts. I come with receipts. Roll the coin. People who believe in Ma'at wore the feather, right? It's just that simple. This way older than any culture on the face of the earth. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. In ancient Egyptian art, paintings and carvings in tombs, the feather was shown in scenes of the halls of Ma'at. The hall is where the deceased was judged for the worthiness to enter the afterlife. You weigh the heart against the feather. You weigh the heart against the feather to see if you are equipped to be sent into the afterlife. You weigh the heart and the feather on the scale, people. That's what a feather, all the feather is still into the ideology. It ain't got nothing to do with no Native Americans. That's what I'm trying to teach you. This is our culture. This is our culture. Roll the coin. All of it go together. The halls of Ma'at. The hall of Ma'at. That's just like the halls of Amenti. Same shit. Roll the coin. Stop making this stuff look like it ain't what it is, bro. This afterlife teaching. This is Duat. This is Duat teaching that comes from Ma'at. All of it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Roll the coin. Here you go. Is the heart heavier than the feather? Is the heart heavier than the feather, people? Now let's stop right there. Here we go. Hold on. Scale where the deceased heart was weighed against the feather of Ma'at. You are not virtuous if your heart weighs more than the feather of Ma'at. That's where virtue comes from, Ma'at. See what I'm saying? All of it go together. All of it go. Now let's get into something else. All these people trying to teach this knowledge, heart, light is the feather of Ma'at. If it's not, we not fucking with them. Do you have the virtue of Ma'at where your heart is lighter than the feather of Ma'at? That's how you judge these people. That's how you judge me. By what kind of person you are dealing with. Simple. That's where they come from. Let's keep going. Now, truth now. Now, give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 if you hear my phone ringing. Give me a 2. Give me a 2 if you hear me. 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 My phone ringing. Give me a 2. Okay. Right. Now, in Egypt, they used the ostrich feather. Right? In Egypt, they used the ostrich feather. Right? The most symbolic bird on the African continent. Right? But boy, what was the first bird used for the feathers of Ma'at? Now, what was the first bird used for the feathers of Ma'at? It all depends on where the people are, right? It all depends on where our people went and taught this shit, right? The first bird was the falcon. Then in South America, it was I think it was the parrot or the parakeet or something like that. So Mayans and people like that wore the parrot feathers, the most beautiful bird in the area that they live in. The mound builders wore the falcon feather. Yeah, roll the corn. Yeah, they went back to the OG feathers, falcon feathers. And I'm finna show it to you. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Yes, mound builders, particularly the Mississippian culture, utilize feathers in their art, clothing, possibly ceremonial practices, as evidenced by artifacts found at Spiral Mound. Now, what kind of feathers were they, Truth? What kind of feathers were they, Truth? Mississippian culture associated, utilized falcon feathers, likely for ceremonial and ritual purposes. Roll the feathers, man. The ancient culture rocked the feather. Not y'all, natives. Not y'all. Y'all got it from these people, from the Haru ideology, from the falcon, from the Syrian, from the morning star, from the roll the corn. This where y'all got the feather from. Us. This stuff matter to my people. That's why I talk about it, bro. I keep seeing people talking about the feather, pretendians, glued on. These ain't no motherfucking glued on feathers. I got artifacts with feathers on mound builders. Yeah, I got artifacts. I'm going to show them to you in a minute. Roll the corn. These feathers can be discovered in Cahokia. Cahokia got the feathers. Feathers were likely used in the creation of headdresses, ceremonial attire in Cahokia where the mounds at. Hawk feathers, all up there, falcon and hawk feathers, all through the Mississippian culture. We got the hawk, we got the falcon feathers, we rocking the feathers. We at the mound. This is our culture aligned with the Sirius star, with the mound and the sun aligning for the equinoxes way before Egypt ever done it. My ass, we created them motherfucking, we rocked them feathers first. Atlanta Hawk. Roll the corn. We got hawk and falcon feathers. We got feathers in Cahokia. Roll the corn. You see that? Hawk feather associated with power, leadership. Y'all better stop playing. Stop playing. Let's keep going, Truth. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now watch this right here. The earliest expedition of Europeans into the Americas were by the Spanish, who found living vigorous and advanced civilizations, the Inca, Aztec, Maya, and all these versions of the state. The Spanish conquistador even found the true mound builders when he visited the chiefdom of the Mississippians, running their sophisticated communities from Florida to the Mississippi River. When DeSoto came, them descendants of the mound builder were still down there in the South. Running the mile. He was still there. Them Natchez Indians was still there. Them Creek Indians was still there. Them Choctaw Indian was still there. Muskogee Indian was still there. Yamasee was still there. Temuka was still there. Y'all were killing them. Running them off the land. In the Southeast, those Mississippian culture are descendants from mound builders. They were still there. Don't act like they disappeared. Stop saying the mound builder disappeared. Screenshot that. Stop saying the mound builder disappeared. They didn't. They us. How they disappear? We right here. We right here. Let's keep going. They go to falcon feathers. Now Egypt. Now watch this. In a mound, right? Adena Mounds, he's also wearing a feather bustle or some sort of headdress. He is wearing a feathered bustle or some sort of headdress on the artifacts coming out of the mounds. Let's blow that up. Whoa. Whoa. Let's blow that up. Whoa. Whoa. That boy rocking feathers. Hold on. Feather bustle, some sort of headdress on the artifact. You see it. Whoa. It. Whoa. These are melanated people making these artifacts, bro. Stop playing, man. Stop it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Check it out one more time. Let's keep going. Okay. Whoa. The warrior seated figure represents a warrior with the sides, his head shaved, leaving a ridge of short hair. Look at that person right there, bro. Look at that. Bro, that's us. Look at that. They can stop it. These people wearing moccasins and clothes and everything. Let's look at the real artifacts. Let's keep going. Now, the Natchez Indians, right? The Natchez Indians, rocking feathers, descendants of mound builders. They wore like a skirt is short and reaches nearly to the knees. It's type worn by the Natchez and other tribes in the South, right? Wrapped around the hips, corners tucked in, waistline at the back, into place, and shown in the back of the drawing. That's what they talk about right here. This right here. Right? Women wearing some type of skirts. Let's keep going. Now, they even found moccasins out there. Wearing cloth, moccasin shoes, handmade moccasins. Y'all screenshot this, because I want y'all to go back and read this stuff. Screenshot it. Roll the coin. They lived in the same place I lived. They had their friends and neighbors and families and problems. They're talking about when they got into the areas, you know what I'm saying? Earthworks are already there. It's something I want to show y'all in this. Powerful and indigenous, people that had once occupied the area, right? Let's keep going. Now, let's get into some of the artifacts that go along with the feathers. Because a lot of stuff was found with these feather headdresses, right? The copper antler headdress on a mannequin. The mound builders the chief wore the copper headdress of horns, right? Nature. He's talking about nature. That's nature representation. That is not the devil. That is not no devil coming out from under the earth. Those horns are for nature, right? That's what that is for. Let's keep going. Copper plate, freshwater pearls, right? Copper plates, copper breastplates. That is Hebrew. That's where they come from, the Hebrew tradition. Copper breastplates. That's where they come from. Let's keep artifacts. Copper keyhole-shaped artifacts. The keyhole is not Moorish, people. I told y'all that. The keyhole with the key, with the that's not Moorish. When you see that on buildings, that's not Moorish. The mound builders were making keyhole artifacts, keyhole mounds. Then it went to keyhole buildings. Moors did not create the keyhole ideology that you see on front of the buildings, like Arabian buildings. That comes from mound building culture. You see it? Copper keyhole shaped artifact. See that? Ain't nobody teach us that. They come from us. They learned that from us. Stop. See, some people don't understand. They learned their knowledge from our culture and they redo it and act like they did it. But I'm going to show you the keyhole before they ass ever were Moors. Roll the coin. That's how I'm going to prove your line. The copper rectangle shaped chest plate. Again, Hebrew chest plate. Look that up. Look that up. The copper keyhole shape little artifacts. You see that? Copper keyhole shaped artifacts. We got them everywhere. This stuff found in Ohio and Mississippi and Louisiana, people, out the mounds. They don't want to show us this stuff. I don't know where this stuff at today, but I found I got my old receipts, so I'm going to show them to you. Let's keep going. Now, black jasper, oval cross, uniform bore, black jasper. Remember black jasper. Who used black jasper? Who used black jasper? Watch this. Yes, Egyptians used black jasper for various purposes, jewelry, amulets, inlays, and they valued it for its colors and properties. Black jasper used by Egyptians. We got black jasper artifacts in the mounds in America. See, I'm going to link it all together. Ain't no use of playing with them. I'm trying to kill them. I'm head hunting. Y'all going to have to teach this knowledge right. Let's keep going. Black jasper. What we got? Okay. Stone plummet found in the mounds. Stone plummet. Let's see that Egyptians used stone plummets. Yes, Egyptians used stone plummets, also known as net sinkers, for fishing. Stone plummets on the line for fishing reels, people. A weight. Y'all know whoever fish know you got to have a weight. The weight get to bounce around the fish about to hit, right? We've been doing that over here in the Mississippi River. Watch this. Whoa. There is evidence ancient Egyptians used stone plummets. And they used stone plummets for fishing. Right? What we do in America? Stone plummet. Fishing line. Same shit. Made out of the same stuff. Stop acting like we are different than them people. Stop acting like we not melanated over here. We doing the same thing over here they doing in Egypt, but way before they done it, they got it from us. This is a sinker, hook, line, sinker. That's all that is on the fishing made out of stone in the mounds, and the Egyptians did the same thing. See where I'm going with this? Let's keep going. Thin, flat copperfish effigy shape with dorsal and central fins, right? Now watch this. Identified as a smallmouth buffalo. A smallmouth buffalo fish. My great-grandmama ate buffalo fish every damn day. My ancestors ate buffalo fish with all them bones in it, with bread and buffalo fish. They still eating that in Mississippi today, man. Stop playing. See, you got to come from the culture to know this. You can't be no half white tea boy and try to teach this. Your people ain't ate no buffalo. You don't know nothing about that. It ain't your culture. You not from here. You ain't never fried no buffalo with all them bones in it. Ate the bread with the buffalo. Your ass, because your ancestors are not from our line. You don't know nothing about this. So you got to be connected to this to understand what we are talking about. When you seen a Native American eat buffalo fish? Never. Never. Our great-grandmama never frying the hell out that buffalo. I got buffalo, I got catfish, and I got brim. Am I lying? Am I lying? Put the feather in the chat if I'm telling the truth. I'll wait. Put the feather in the chat if I'm telling the truth. Come on, man. Come on, bro. We got to wake up. We waking up. We starting to understand why our grandma did what they did, bro. They from here. They doing the same thing these mound builders were doing. cooking goddamn buffalo fish with all the bones. There you go, buffalo that fed our people. You put that fish with that corn and squash and beans, and boy, we got a meal. We ain't going hungry. You put that fish with that corn, squash, and beans, boy, we not going hungry. Y'all over there starving in Europe. We getting buffalo fish out the river, roasting the corn, and we got a plate. Big plate. Give me a 3-piece with a side of corn. Roll the corn. This comes straight out of every pond in the South. Buffalo comes straight out of every pond and lake and river in the South. They jumping around everywhere. This our culture. Let's keep going. Great grandma will eat buffalo every day. I was like, I don't want it, grandma. I got too many bones in it. You better get some bread, boy. You tripping. This buffalo good. What you want? Round copper plate. Bosses and 2 perforations near edge. 2 perforations near the edge. This is a knife, people. 2 perforations near the edge. That's a knife, a comma knife. That is a comma. It's called a comma knife. It's called a comma knife, right? Watch this. Whoa! Egyptians got the comma-shaped object, comma-shaped knives. Come on, man. Flint knives. Man, roll the corn, bro. I'm going to break down every artifact in that mound and show you where it went across the world. I'm going to show it to you. People talk about this shit, but y'all not showing what everything mean and where other people got it after us that we took to them. Comma-shaped flint knife. Comma-shaped knife. Double-edged. You see that? Where they get that from? Who taught them that in Egypt? Huh? Who rocking the fella with the flint knife? With the comma? Our people took it over there and taught their ass. That's what happened. The Mississippi Delta is the originator of pulling minerals out the ground, making tools and making artifacts. All that started over here. And y'all got it from us after it evolved for thousands of years. Now y'all got it, acting like they created it on the Nile. It didn't get created on the Nile. It got created on the Mississippi. And I'm going to show it to you. Not just talk about it. I'm going to show you the artifacts coming from our people in the mounds. Way older than Egypt. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We got more. We got more. The tortoise shell effigy. Tortoise shells, people. Looking like the Unk Cross damn near. It damn near looked like the Unk Cross. That's fire right there. Tortoise shell, right? Egyptians done the same thing. Same stuff. Watch this. Egyptians used the tortoise shell for various ornaments and items. Egyptians used the tortoise shell for various ornaments and items. You know the tortoise, Turtle Island, that shit come from here. You know Turtle Island turtle teachings come from here. You know that. Come on. Tortoise ornaments. Egypt done the same thing. You see it? Bracelets, little bitty ornaments and items, just like this. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Whoa. We got the ram head. We got the ram head in the mounds. Oh man, Ramses, and we got the ram head in the mound just like Egypt, huh? Who is this guy right here? Get your ass out of here. Roll the corn. I already started to break with old Isaac. Get your ass out of here. Roll the corn. We got the ram head in the mounds. Now watch this, people. Watch this. We got the ram head fossil, and we got bird stones. Bird stone. That's the bird stone right there. Ram head, bird stone. We already know about the ram in Egypt. We already know about the ram in Egypt. Bird stones, right? Bird stones? Where we at, Truth? Where are we at? Bird stones? Where the receipt? Where the receipt? We know the truth now. Bird stones. Hold on. Bird stones. Ancient Egyptians had a strong connection to birds, and bird stones, specifically the Ben stone, were significant in the religious beliefs. Now, what is the Ben? What is the Ben? We got bird stones in the mounds in America. Now they're talking about bird stones is especially the Ben stone. What is the Ben? Put it in the chat. What does Ben mean? What does Ben mean? Come on with it. Who want the A+? Somebody know. Somebody know. What is Ben? The bird and the Ben. Not the pyramid. You close, Casey. The Ben is the mound of creation, people. The Ben is the mound of creation. The Ben is the mound of creation. The Ben is the mound of creation, not the pyramid, the mound. They know their history, people. They know it all started with the mound. The creation bird of Horus and all of that goes with the Ben. They call it the Ben stone. You put the Ben stone in the mound. You put the Ben stone in the mound for religious beliefs. You put the Heliopolis, the rising of Helio, Sirius, over the mound with the Ben stone in the mound. They know their history. Egyptians know where they got that from. Egyptians know where they got that from. Egyptians know where they got that from. Ben stone in the mound. Watch this. Like I just showed you. Ben stone. Right there. Bird stone is the Ben stone. People in the mound. Right there. Same stuff. Bird stone. You see it? Bird stone. Bird stone. Egypt. Hooked to the mound. Right? Where the bird deity Bennu was venerated. Now, the Ben stone, named after the mound, was a sacred stone in the temple of Ra. Now, the old mix had jade Ben stones. The old mix had jade Ben stones, right? Big green jade stone sitting in the center of the mound, right? The mound builders had birds and effigies and stuff like that with a bird stone. But when it got to like old mix, they started making like green jade stones that go in the center of the mound. The Mayans done it also. Old mix done it. Egyptians done it. It's all one culture. It just used different things at different times through history to represent the same teaching, right? So y'all start checking it out. That's our culture, right? That's our culture. Let's keep going. Now, where was I at? Let me see. Right here. Okay. Copper silk. A copper axe. Copper silk, copper axe found in Ohio in the mounds, right? Copper axe. Egyptians did use copper and bronze axes, including celts. Egyptians used celts, copper axes, as celts, right? What's found in the mound? Copper celts, axes, people, celts. It's the same artifacts. These people know who these people are, bro. We got to learn who they are. These YT people know who was in them mounds. The first creators of this knowledge are in them mounds. And that's our bloodline over here today. They know. Look how the artifacts matching perfectly, people. Now let me explain something before I keep going. Ain't no way on this green earth, bro, that across the water, thousands of miles away, people are using the same minerals out of the earth to make the same artifacts, bro. It's impossible. It got to be a connection to it. It got to be somebody teaching you use this mineral for this. You have never seen two cultures that have never been intertwined. You have artifacts this similar, people. One of them had to start it. So when I go back to the Mound Age, it's older than Samaria and Egypt. Therefore, it started here. I ain't trying to do all this rocket science. I'm just trying to make it as simple and as you can grasp it and understand what I'm saying. These artifacts in the mounds are the same artifacts in Egypt. But we are just more prehistoric than them. The teachings came from them. The bloodline came from here. Now do you understand it? We are just way older than them. They are just us down the line 1,000 years later, moving around the world, mixing in with other people. So the people who created the first mound and stone tools, those are the Hebrews. Those are God's chosen people. Those are the people they're writing about in all these books, spirituality and religions. And they got all of this stuff off of these people teachings. When these people put stuff in England, they still learned stuff from there. When these people went around and put it in China, they still learned it from there. Because all of their teachings still come from this. They naming their cars after mound builder constellations, people. Nissan, Pleiades, Subaru. Subaru is the Pleiades star system. These people are still using our culture on names that we don't understand, but they understand it. Israel is on a mound of corn. Jerusalem on a mound. It ain't about the pyramid, people. It's about the mound. The mound is the ancient culture, the first culture to teach the knowledge. The people who built the mound with the agriculture. Pyramids came thousands of years later. So anybody who trying to teach the pyramid is where all the knowledge started, don't know no better. Mounds evolved the pyramids. Then Tartarian buildings. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Copper silk showed you that. Now, stone effigy bird. Stone effigy bird, right? Stone effigy bird. I want y'all to see that in the mounds, right? Salamander down here. We got some type of hawk up top. Let's keep going. Stone salamander effigy. Now, this is where we get deep at. This is where we get deep. Quartz crystals. You see that? Quartz crystals. You see that? Quartz crystals in the mounds. Now, they try to act like quartz crystals got something to do with the Pleiadians. All of these aliens and all this stuff got quartz crystals in. Our people dug that quartz out the ground. So when you find an ancient culture with quartz, them ain't no aliens. They're mound builders, people. They try to make it like the quartz or some type of entity from outer space. They got the quartz for power. Our people done that. They try to turn it into things that are way beyond the belief of regular people. Our people dug the quartz. Right? That's where all that moo stuff come from. Quartz crystals. Our people created the symbols and dug the quartz. Not no mythology. Our people went in the ground and dug the quartz out. The copper, the mica, the hematite. the lupus lazuli, all that stuff coming from our people digging it out the ground, learning what it does. The red jasper, the black jasper, all of that, bro. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. I'm finna get real deep. Y'all stick with me, because I'm finna get real deep in a minute. Y'all stick with me. I'm just really still loading the gun up. Quartz crystals, right? The spoonbill on the wall in ancient Egypt. The spoonbill on the walls in ancient Egypt. Roll the corn. Watch this. The spoonbill or raven head in the mounds in America. Spoonbill on the wall in Egypt. Spoonbill on the coming out the mounds. Now, the spoonbill turned into a stork. The big stork. Y'all seen the Olmec stork? Y'all seen the big Olmec stork with the glyphs all over it? Earth Speaks be showing it sometimes with the glyphs all over it. The big that come from this. It started here, then the shoebill stork just got bigger, man. They called the spoonbill so old in North America, it was the spoonbill. Then it got larger and bigger when it got down to Central and South America. Now it's the big stork. We've been showing. That's why I keep telling y'all. The knowledge came from the Mississippi River. It grew bigger. Now they making big ass statues of the stork bill or the spoonbill. Olmecs are descendants from the mound building culture of North America. It just got bigger and bigger in different places. We talked about this long before the Olmecs done it. They are descendants of the mound builders. Do you see the connection? Do you see the connection? Roll the corn. That's why I like to show y'all. See, they teach Olmec, Mayan, Inca, Aztec, but they don't teach the mound building culture. That's where all their knowledge come from. Those are the original people of that knowledge, right? And I like to show it so you can understand it, right? Let's keep going. And Egypt got it. Egypt got them too. Spoonbills, Egypt got them too. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Monitor pipe of reddish steatite or obsidian. Steatite. Steatite is a mineral found in the ground. Steatite. Who got it? Egyptians used steatite, known as soapstone. Bees, amulet seals, also glazed steatite. Items like the scarab beetle made out of steatite and cones, right? Here go the steatite right here in America. Right here. Who done it first? Come on, y'all. Let's keep going. Because I'm forgetting to something that's real deep in a second. Copper buttons, copper jewelry, right? Beaten copper ornaments, had all of that, right? Just showing y'all a couple of artifacts. Effigy tobacco pipe, carving of the long-billed spoonbill bird and the duck on top of the fish. And the duck on top of the fish. You see that? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Iron silks. Egypt got those too. Iron silks. Egypt got those too. Now watch this. Now here we go. Here we go. A box of meteoric iron, people. We got iron from meteors inside of mounds in America. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. Meteorite iron. Look at that. Meteorite iron. These people found meteorite iron in the earth, people. That's fire. Watch this. Egyptians use iron from meteorites. Oh my God. See what I'm saying? Now you see what I'm saying? What culture do you know they got meteorite iron, people? Nobody but us. All I'm trying to prove to y'all is the mound builders is our people. And they older than everybody else. You see how it all come together? Meteorite iron in the mounds. Egyptians use meteorite iron. Where they learned that from? They didn't do it first. They made a celestial dagger of the meteorite iron. I think King Tut had a meteorite dagger, right? King Tut. Let's go back to the mound and show you the iron coming out the mound now. Meteorite iron in the mound. Meteorite iron close up. You see it. Let's keep going. Now, a beaver effigy. A beaver effigy of bone. Beaver, right? Now I'm finna break the code some more. Something else for y'all to study. Beavers. Watch this. While ancient Egyptians didn't have beavers in their immediate environment, they did have hieroglyphic depictions of a beaver on the damn wall. I'm a bad man, bro. I'm a bad man. This is the knowledge that they had. Ain't no beaver in Egypt. Why is it on the wall in hieroglyphics? Where the beavers from, Truth? Where the beaver from? North America. Put the fella in the chat. I'm a bad man, bro. They're gonna try to give me 30 years, bro. They're gonna try to give me 30 years for this knowledge, bro. They're gonna have me in there like Truth now lock the fuck up. He done put too much knowledge in. The Fed gonna put a case on a nigga. Y'all better send me some commissary. Y'all better send me some commissary. Cause this knowledge right here ain't for the regular ear to hear. This knowledge coming from my bloodline to my people through the ancestors right here. Why y'all got beavers on the wall in Egypt? We ain't even talking about the corn no more. Beavers, how the hell the beaver get over there? Hold on. Beaver effigies in the mound in America. Egypt didn't have beavers in their environment, but they did have hieroglyphic depictions of a beaver on the wall. That's fire. And the beaver is from native to North America and Canada and northern Mexico. The beaver is not from South America. It is from North America. Where you think the original knowledge came from? I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Bro, these people be lying, bro. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna research it. Elite Receipt Gang, man. I don't know what. Y'all can go sign with them little weak-ass record labels. I'm signing to Elite Receipt Gang. We gonna get the record sold over here. Elite Receipt Gang. Now we got bare teeth, right? We got bare teeth. What is that? Black slate. You see it? Black slate. Whoa, Truth. Black slate. Black slate, huh? Slate, black slate in Egypt, black slate in America, in the mounds. How many connections do we need, bro? We brain banging. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. A celt made of diorite. Truth now. A celt made of diorite? Hold on. A celt made of diorite in the mounds. Egyptians used diorites. Used diorite, right? There you go. They used diorite. We did too. We did too. Don't worry about it. Yeah, acting like they don't know where the knowledge come from. Let's keep going. What else we got, Truth? We got the diorite. Sandstone. Small wedge-shaped sandstone object. Stone object. Sandstone, right? Now let's go see who done the sandstone. Yes. Ancient Egyptians used sandstone. Upper Egypt and Nubia as a principal building material, especially for temples and monuments alongside limestone. Nubians rolled in the sandstone. We got ancient sandstone artifacts in the mounds in America. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Give me a 2 in the chat if y'all hear me. Some people say they can't hear me. Y'all hear me? Give me a 2. Give me a 2 if you hear me. Okay. Give me a 2 if you hear me. Okay, we got sandstone. We got sandstone. Whoa! Black bone scraper with carved human face. Damn, let's blow that up. Let's blow that up, man. Whoa, mound builder got black. Now, why is this interesting right here? Why is this interesting? Because look at how good these people use their hands to make faces, bro. This is prehistoric artifacts, bro. Now, imagine that bloodline still chipping away for thousands of years. Now you can make statues like in Kush, statues like in Egypt, Easter Island. See, it took thousands of years to master the art of making these big, beautiful granite faces like Egyptians had. It took thousands of years to do that. So it had to start somewhere, people. This is where it started. Making beautiful face objects out of stone and with chisels. These people were great people. You just don't pop out like Egypt with no big ass pharaoh head out of granite. You got to start somewhere. This is where it started. Right? Let's keep going. Look. Ain't nobody never seen this artifact in their life. I just found this artifact maybe a couple days ago doing research. This one, particular one. Right? Let's keep going. That's fire though. That's fire. Now here is the artifact. They say it's a turtle shell, but it looked like an unk. That's crazy right there. I gotta research this some more. It come out the mounds though. Might be a dragon. It could be. It could be. I gotta look at that a little more. That's fire though. Now, hold on. These little small little balls right here are made out of micaceous chlorite. It's mica chlorite. I'm gonna say it like that. Mica chlorite, right? That word hell. Mica chlorite, right? Mica chlorite. Ancient Egyptians used mica, the same word, chlorite balls. Bro, these people know who built them damn mounds, man. These people know who built them mounds, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. How many more connections do I gotta drop, bro? How many more connections do I gotta drop, bro? I'm putting all this on YouTube so we can let our kids watch this forever. We built them damn mounds, man. Look at this, bro. Coming out the mounds, mica chlorite balls. Come on, man. Look. Egyptians used mica chlorite balls. Production of Egyptian blue. Same shit. And they sitting here talking about, do I want to debate somebody about being an Indian? See, the conversation really ignorant to me. I just lower it down just to get on somebody's level, bro. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. Roll the coin. It's so simple to me to prove that the melanated people are the American Indians. It's really beneath me at this point. Cause I could prove that in 10 minutes, bro. Ain't no use of us steady thriving on that. I want to take it all the way back to where it started at. Then you understand why you became an American Indian, why you wore the feathers, why you wore the copper breastplates and the copper armbands. Why were you at the mounds? What did the mounds represent? What did the stones and the artifacts and the ideology and teaching represent, bro? We got to go back to that. They got the end product of the American Indian. When the colonizers came, our people was already here forever. What did they do before the colonizers came? And I hate to say this, bro, and I could be, and I don't want to make nobody mad at me or nothing, but I'm getting tired of the information after the colonizer came. I'm getting tired of the 1500s. I'm getting tired of the Soto and the Moors and slavery and how they switched the tribe names. I'm tired of it, bro. I want to learn something that was pure before they ever even touched the land, bro. I know 1492 up to 2025 off the back of my head. I know all of it. I learned that first. But I want to show our people where the culture came from. Because they try to mix Native American culture with American Indian culture, and it don't go together. They learned it from the American Indian. The American Indian got it from the mound builder culture. That's why I always speak on the prehistoric mound builder culture, because that's who taught the American Indian the culture. Then the natives learned it from the American Indian, right? That's why they wearing feathers, because way back in the mounds, we wore the feathers. Then American Indians wore the feathers because their ancestors in the mounds wore the feathers. That's where they come from. Let's keep going. Now this ain't no coinky dink. Mica chloride balls in Egypt, mica chloride balls in America. That ain't no coinky dink. You can't just make that up. You can't just say that it's not the same exact thing, bro. And y'all want to debate, we know the truth now? You might as well give me the money. Anybody trying to debate me might as well just cash out me the money. Don't even get on here and embarrass yourself, bro. You don't know nothing about this type of teaching. When I put this on one of y'all ass, one of you paying goofies, y'all gonna be looking real stupid, bro. Because you don't know nothing about artifacts, what they mean, what they made out of, who done it first. See, they just tell you it's a mound sitting right there. They ain't tell you it was artifacts just like Egypt, all through them with the same minerals that you got to dig 1,000 feet under the ground to find. They ain't teach you that. You don't know no better. Your studying ain't deep. You studied Africa, you didn't study America. I'm finna get even more deeper. Watch this. Whoa. What the hell is that? What's that, y'all? What's that? Man, what is this? Put it in the chat. An ancient shark tooth. Y'all didn't know sharks was in the Mississippi River. In ancient times, sharks was in the Mississippi River. Yes, my babies. Sharks in the Mississippi River in thousands of years ago. Sharks. We were hunting sharks out the Mississippi River. Snatching teeth out their damn mouth. Roll the coin. Who you think you're playing with? We've been doing, sharks are ancient fish. Ain't no sharks just flying around Africa on the land. We got sharks in the river right where the mound at. That's how long we've been over here. Go look up how old Sharks is in the Mississippi River. If I don't even know the date, I forgot it. But let's keep going. Let me show you something. Whoa! Egyptians had shark teeth, used as tools and weapons, collected and traded, huh? How y'all get shark teeth over there? Ain't no sharks in the Nile. Ain't no damn shark in the Nile. The Mississippi hook to the Gulf of Mexico. That's how we got sharks. How y'all get sharks? How you get them damn shark teeth over there, Egypt? Let's keep going. I ain't even gonna elaborate on the foolishness. Let's go, man. Look, whoa. Damn, we got black fingers and black art. We got black art in the mounds. Jet black art in the mounds. Shaped like thumbs and fingers. Just beautiful, just black art in the middle of the mound. You can put this in your living room right now. Ain't nobody gonna even know it came from 5,000 years ago. These people are sculptors, just like the people on the Nile. This is where it started at. That's why you see the big ass pharaoh statue with the beautiful fingers on the statue, the beautiful feet in the sandals. We've been doing it over here. We've been carving over here, baby. Don't act like we didn't do it over here, like we ain't great in the mounds. I'm a bad man. I just taught my people more knowledge in an hour and a half than motherfuckers that taught their whole career on the internet. I just taught my people more knowledge in an hour than you taught in 15 years of teaching. Ain't I? I'm him. Y'all stop playing. I'm teaching my people where everything come from, more information than an hour than you taught your whole life. Y'all better stop teaching my people the wrong way. We gotta get it. We gotta teach it right, bro. We got to teach it right. Roll the coin. Now, carved mammoth ivory in the mounds, people. Carved mammoth ivory. They thought I wasn't gonna find a receipt, huh? Whoa. Carved mammoth ivory. Human figure, ancient in America, already spiritual. How old is a mammoth? How old you got to be on the land for you to carve something out of mammoth ivory? And y'all gonna still play with us like wasn't no spirituality in America. This woman is praising nature, made out of carved ivory, and we ain't from here. They won't even show these artifacts no more. Look what that's made out of. Carved ivory, people. Human figure. Look at the woman. Made out of ivory, ancient times, already meditate. Already spiritual, already know what's going on, already got the knowledge in her head. This ain't no hunter-gatherer. Ain't no way this is a hunter-gatherer. This is a hell of a lie right here, Truth, now. This is a hell. Whoa, let's blow it up, Truth. Blow it up, Truth. Let's try to see, can we see the hair? Whoa, look like she kind of brown, too. She kind of browned on the artifact now. She brown as I don't know what. Super dark brown copper. Look, it's prohibited to show this picture on the internet. I don't give a damn. Take it off the internet. I'm putting it on my YouTube. It's prohibited to even show these pictures, bro. You think I give a damn? I don't. This is what y'all be hiding? Dark-skinned American Indian mound builders? This what y'all be hiding in the museum, right? Smithsonian? You dirty motherfuckers. Let's keep going. Y'all screenshot that. That's powerful. That's powerful right there. Whoa. Silver pendant jewelry. Hopewell, Mound Builders. Look at the jewelry our people made out of pearls and seashells. Look at that. That is handmade jewelry right there. Beautiful. Handmade. Roll the coin. Handmade. Copper breastplates, copper headdress ornament, copper ornaments, 2 copper diamond-shaped artifacts. All this stuff is old. You see the swastika, right? See the swastika, which means good fortune, peace, coming out the sky, right? Good fortune and peace. There's another picture of the black, this is the black artifact, a black artifact made out of fake, like you got some type of braid or something in their head. Let's blow that up. Whoa. Whoa. Roll the coin. Look at that. Come on, man. Hold on, let me go back. Look at that. That's fire. Made out of mammoth ivory, people. Mammoth ivory. Mammoth ivory? Mammoth ivory? Now, hold on, let me go get a receipt. Let me get a receipt. Y'all roll the coin. Let me get a receipt. Give me a 2 if you hear me. Give me a 2 if you hear me. Give me a 2. Give me a 2 if you hear me. Now, this artifact is made out of mammoth ivory. You see that? Human figure made from carved mammoth ivory. Mammoth ivory. When did mammals go extinct in America? 10,000 years ago? How the hell you make a mammoth ivory artifact and mammoths been gone 10,000 years? So what they let you know? Off top of your head? They let you know there were civilized people in America with mounds making artifacts 10,000 years ago. Because the mammoth's been gone 10,000 years. Egypt ain't 10,000 years old. Samaria ain't 10,000 years old. China not 10,000 years old. Indonesia, Indus Valley civilization is not 10,000 years old. The Inca is not 10,000 years old. The Aztec is not 10,000 years old. The Olmec ain't 10. Only body somewhere kind of close to that is the Peruvian South America. They ain't 10 though. North America got 10,000-year-old artifacts made out of mammoth bones, carved to perfection. And the mammoth's been gone 10,000 years ago. This is what they don't want to teach you. Who want to debate? We know the truth now. Nobody. You don't want no smoke like that. That smoke gonna smoke your ass out of the smokehouse. Them artifacts in Egypt ain't nowhere near old as that. This is 2 times older than the artifacts in Egypt. Egyptians got statues just like this. Stop. I'm done. I just dropped receipt after receipt after elite receipt. I got 5 elite. My starting 5 is elite. We going 62-0, 84-0. We going undefeated. I got elite receipts back to back to back. I showed you the meteorite balls from here to there. Mammoth carved ivory over here, older than Egypt, older than everywhere. Steatite minerals in Egypt and in the mounds. Cushites with soapstone over here and over there. Everything over here older than over there. Civilization, well, I'm going to say it like this. Let me put the right words together. The culture of all the knowledge started in North America, people, right on the Mississippi River. The culture that taught Egypt and Samaria and everywhere else started right over here. Right here. Right here. That's why I tell y'all, them Hebrews they talk about come from here. God's chosen people come from here. And let me say something else too. It's this guy on Instagram struck a nerve with me. Guy on Instagram struck a nerve with me. This man on Instagram talking about, we know the truth now. He privileged. He went to the best schools. Man, I don't know you, bro. I don't know you. I ain't go to no fucking best school, boy. Okay. My great-grandmother moved from her original land in Fannin, Mississippi to Jackson, Mississippi. Right? My grandma stayed on a street called Cromwell, on a dead end of some of the most deadliest projects in the South called Christian Brotherhood. Christian Brotherhood is in the 90s and 80s, in the early 2000s, was on the world's most dangerous neighborhood in America. Okay, go look it up. Look it up, right? My great-grandmother had a 2-bedroom house in the hood, holes in the wall, rats running around, roaches, everything, right? I got 11 cousins. I got one sister, and I got a whole bunch of cousins staying in this 2-bedroom house in the middle of the hood, in the middle of the crack era. Okay. I got a silver spoon. I'm going to show you where I come from. We got a 2-bedroom house. My great-grandmother, my aunt, my uncle, me, my sister, and 11 cousins. That is 16 people in a 2-bedroom shotgun house in the middle of the South. 16 people. Right? All of us staying with my great-grandma, right? This story is 100% true. I went to a school called Brinkley Middle School. Then I went to Lanier High School. Lanier High School is the high school Monte Ellis from the NBA came from. I went to Brinkley, then Lanier, right? My great-grandmama cooked for 14 people every day. Breakfast and dinner, right? Homemade syrup, homemade jelly, homemade biscuits, homemade everything. Homemade tobacco, homemade everything, right? Fig trees, corn, everything she grew in a little garden in her backyard in the middle of the hood. Right? Her land was taken from the country town, maybe 40 miles away from Jackson, 50 miles away from Jackson, but she still owned a small part of the land. So every summer, she used to take us back up there to where my people, my ancestors are buried at, 40 or 50 miles away from Jackson, Mississippi. Right? Tobacco field. mounds on the tobacco field with the tombstone burial by the mound and the tobacco field. Her family owned over 300 acres of that land, and it was taken through taxes and sharecropping. My great grandmother's father started sharecropping with a YT man, and he was buying up our land from the county under his nose. So when he passed away, my great grandmother only owned a couple of acres left. That was the acres where the mound was in and the burial site was in. My people, I had a cousin just died last year, and they buried her out there in the graveyard by the mound with the tomb. We still own that. We still got that graveyard, right? I'm gonna do a video of it when I go back out there because it's deep down in the country. But it's people on the internet talking about I'm privileged. I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. I come from nothing, bro. Nothing, bro. Let me say it again. I come from the poorest state with the lowest education, with the most murder on the face of America. Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, and Memphis, and Arkansas got the most murders in the nation of people look like me, right? Because people are so poor. People don't have no knowledge. People don't have nothing, bro. So my story is, I get out of high school. I went to college a year, right? Jackson State University. I went to Jackson State University. I flunked out of college because I was still hustling in the streets, right? I was still hustling. I was trying to go to school, sell marijuana, for any type of purposes on the TikTok. I was running back and forth, trying to make me some money to help my family out and go to school. But the streets took over the school, right? So I flunked out of school. I started hustling full time for another year or two. I done pretty well. So they started kicking the doors in my houses in South Jackson, Mississippi, right? They kicking the doors in, taking me to jail, finding 8 pounds here and there, whatever. So I go to jail, come back out. I said, man, I got to do something different. So I start studying. That's when I started reading the books, learning what my grandma was telling me, talking to other ancestors in Mississippi. I just wanted some knowledge at that point because I felt like only way I can better myself is I have to become knowledgeable about the way this thing worked and the way, our people got in this predicament. And so I got a blessing to work in the oil field. And I got a blessing to travel and work in different the oil field industry. And I used to work 8 months at a time, 12 hours a day. But when I got out of there, I used to order all my books and just read the books of the history of the Delta and the mound builders and Egypt and Samaria. And I started reading all the books. I'm working in the oil field 12 hours a day. I eat, take a shower, hit the book 2 hours, go to sleep. I've done it for months and months and months and months. Work, oil field, shower, eat, books. And after I done it for like 8 years, I got a promotion. So now I don't have to do all the oil field work. I can train people. And I learned a lot about the land in the oil field also. So, and I learned that they gave me a lot of knowledge about how the earth works and how the land works, and I put that with the knowledge of the mound builders and our ancestors, and that's how I became able to teach this stuff the way I teach it about agriculture and the land and terraces and how minerals and oil work and ley lines and power. See, all that go along with the way the oil field works. Because where that oil is pumping, that is the most energy coming off the earth where these oil lines and ley lines cross, right? So my great grandmother really started me by taking me to their crop field with the burials. That what started me to think about that. And after I got time and started doing a little better for myself, I started just sucking in all the information through the books, working out. Cause see, I worked on land rigs. So land rigs, give me a 2, my phone ring, give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2 if you hear me, my phone was ringing. Give me a 2. So land rigs, you just get a hotel and you just go to work, go back to your hotel, and we're in the middle of nowhere, people. We in Colorado, we in Arizona, we in Wyoming, Idaho, nowhere. Ain't even a Walmart in these areas. So I'm getting books shipped to the hotel on Amazon, like books I want to read. I ship the book to the hotel, like I'm in jail, but I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? So I get the book to the hotel, I get out of work, can't wait to go read and start reading. Boom, 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 boom. Order another one. Order another one, right? Somebody put some hate speech in my thing. It just showed me TikTok. Shout out to TikTok for blocking the hate speech. I love you and I'm in love with you. But I'm getting the books in, and like for 8 straight years, I'm just reading books, working, saving money, reading books, working. Trying to help my people back in Mississippi. And that's my story, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my story. And I like to share that story because people be asking me how I learned a lot of this stuff. And then what sparked me into getting into this type of knowledge, that's what sparked me into it, my great-grandmother. And then being from Mississippi, I saw a lot of things that didn't make no sense to me. Why are these houses on these mounds? Why is the plantation on the mound, grandmama? Why is the church on top of the mound over there on the other side of the town, grandmama? And she used to tell me, colored people came here and put churches on top of our people's burial mounds. And I'm like, whoa, I'm a kid, but I'm like, this stuff is heavy information and you young and you don't understand what it means. So she the one sparked the interest in learning this history, because she always told me this is original people, this is our people on this land's history. Cooking catfish and cornmeal come from America. Cornbread come from here. Tobacco come from here, son. Fig trees and fig jelly and sequoia trees come from here. Why is all that in Egypt? And I'm trying to figure this out, right? She said the Mississippi Delta is the oldest land of agriculture and knowledge on the face of the earth. That's what she told me. The Mississippi Delta is the most ancient land on the earth. Then you show me mounds on my people's ancestry? Come on, man. So that blew my mind. I got so interested in it. I had to learn it. And I feel like she's gone. She's passed away now. She's been passed away a while now. But I still think that her downloads are still coming to me some type of way, because I'd be amazed at how I can figure out these things. Like, I still get amazed by it. How can I still figure out that we got beaver artifacts and beavers are on the wall and hieroglyphics in Egypt, but they ain't got no beavers? That's a download, people. You just don't wake up and figure nothing like that out. And I get so many and I'm gonna tell y'all, and y'all might think I'm crazy. Y'all might say Truth Now might be crazy. But every night around 4 or 5 in the morning, the downloads hit. Every morning. So I started to wake up that time, because I know around that time downloads hit. And I got to be studying. So around 4 or 5 in the morning, I'm always studying, putting the receipts together to go live. But downloads just hit me every time. So I started to wake up and anticipate those downloads. And they've been coming to me for like the last 4 or 5 years, bro. And cause I ain't gonna lie, some people, older people, like Egyptologists, be sending me emails and they be like, bro, how in the hell did you figure that out? We've been trying to figure that out for years. How did you do it? I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know. I can't explain it. Like, I'm not even gonna be trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be. I can't explain it. It just come to me, and then they be like, okay, this go with it. And then another thing, you got to know the other pieces that go along with the knowledge to put it together too. So older knowledge I already learned, put with new downloads, then all of it opens up a new door, right? But I think it's great grandmama, man. I can't give it to nobody but her. I can't give it to nobody but her. Let me show y'all a picture of it. I can't give it to nobody but her. I'm sorry. I can't give it to nobody but her. Right? I got to give it to her. Hold on, let me take this off here. I got to give it to her. Roll the corn. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna show divine honors to my great grandmama, because I don't see no other way, bro. I don't think I'm special. I don't think I'm smarter than nobody. I just don't see it, bro. Like, it got to be her. I don't know. That's crazy, bro. See that? It got to be her, bro. Now watch this. You see how my grandma look? See how my grandma look? My great grandma. Now watch this. Watch this now. Look. I need to go back to the other one. Hold on. Watch this. It's crazy. This is crazy. What the other one is? This stuff is deep, man. Look. Now let's go back and look at this. I think I had another one somewhere. Now, this stuff is wild, bro. Let me take this off. Hold on. Let me take this back off. Now look at that. Look at the nose. Look at all of that. So this stuff is like this stuff so deep and so powerful. Now that we are starting to understand that where this stuff come from and what it really means, and this ain't no Native American culture, and it's powering our people up day to day, because I can feel the energy of the knowledge getting to the people, and we starting to lift our head up, and we starting to be more confident, and we starting to be more interested in these things, because our people weren't interested in this stuff for so long. So now I feel great. Like, I don't be feeling a certain type of way. Now, sometimes in the old days, you used to feel a certain type of way. I don't feel it no more. I don't feel no pressure of the world on me and my people no more, because we know the truth. Like, I'm trying to put it in the right words. Like, pressure of survival and materialism and all that stuff they try to teach us, I don't feel that pressure no more. I feel free. I don't care nothing about no status. I don't care nothing about no money. I don't care nothing about, we do what we do to make sure our family eat. But at the same time, we make that happen. That don't make us a great person. We make that happen. It's like putting your shoes on. We put our shoes on. So we made the currency to feed our people, but that don't control us. That's not our God. People make money in cars and jewelry and stuff they got. It's not our God. We got real knowledge and ancestors who deserve that praise, instead of you trying to praise a machine or a piece of metal that come out the earth, or, so I'm starting to feel our people empowering up and starting to love our people again. And another thing, it's a lot of people that look like us who are trying to misdirect us. And I'm glad it's coming out. We are exposing these people. We are putting these people on alert that you got to stop. You got to prove what you're saying now, bro. Just can't get on here and say anything to our people no more. You got to prove it, right? Umar, you got to prove it from Africa, bro. I don't think you can do it. I got 50,000. I don't think you can do it. Not against me. You might beat somebody else. You ain't gonna beat me. Cause see, you think somebody just gonna come with some Indian information. That's why I'm gonna fuck you up in. That's a part of the story, but it's not the whole story, bro. Our story is the greatest story ever told, and it came from way back. Wouldn't be no Bible one for us. Wouldn't be no Quran. Wouldn't be none of that. Wouldn't be no damn so-called Anunnaki aliens or none of that. It wouldn't be none of that, right? Wouldn't be none of that. So I just want to chop it up with y'all, man. I love y'all, and I'm in love with you. The most ancient bloodline, the so-called Hebrews, God-chosen people, Israel, all that Israelites, all that come from mound building culture that we done over here and used our symbolism for religions. Simple. And I can prove every last one of them. So any questions, hop in the comments. Any questions, hop in the comments. Like I showed yesterday, Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is the mound of spring. Tel Abib is the mound of corn. That's in the center of Israel. It's in the center of Israel. That means somebody came there and taught them that. Put the mound there, aligned with the spring equinox, to roll the corn in Israel. Jerusalem sits on a mound. I got ChatGPT to admit all of that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. A lot of people study it after I put it out here and try to debunk it, but it's everything I'm telling you true. I want you to go research it. Ask ChatGPT, ask anybody. I read in books long time ago, all ancient biblical cities are built on mounds. I learned that long time ago. Most of them sitting on the Pleiades star system, 7 mounds, 7 hills. Then you just got agriculture mounds. A lot of cities are built on. But you got to understand, that's where Tartarian come from. That's where the so-called building making come from. It started with mounds, up the pyramids, up the columns. They started making columns, and then let me show y'all something, though. See, if you go look at these places and you know what you're looking at, it will show you the history of the spot, right? Let me show you something. Now look at this right here. Right here. Okay, this is Israel, right? This is Israel. I think this is the Israel one. The wall of, it's somewhere over there. Somewhere over there. Now, that's the mound that was there first, right? Then they started to build up structures with the columns because they kept evolving. See, in other places, you still can see this because they never tore nothing down except for the building. But the mound is still there. And then they start building new architecture. Like they evolved to start building columns and buildings and things like that. So you got to understand it's mounds first. Then it goes to like some type of pyramid phase. Then it goes into like structure building with columns phase. All that stuff is in the same spot over there in Israel, in the Middle East. Our ancestors put over there. And why did people live in these areas? Because these areas had the food. Our people had brought the agriculture to the area, right? So you got to go somewhere where the food is. The food is where the mounds and the columns and the buildings are at, because the most civilized people of that time was building these things and working the crop field also, right? That's why in Windsor, Mississippi, where them ancient columns is sitting in the middle of the woods in Windsor Ruins. They call it Windsor Ruins. I got a video about it on my page. Same thing. Mounds and big columns in the middle of the woods. Same type of kingdoms. Same type of agriculture buildings. But it looked just like this. Except for the mound is knocked down in Windsor Ruins. But the columns and the mounds are right there with each other in Mississippi. And you got to understand that the culture started with mounds, started evolving to build pillars and buildings with Corinthian columns. Corinth comes from corn, people. Corinthian, the base word is corn. So them Corinthian columns on so-called Corinthian buildings come from people who knew something about corn agriculture. That's why they call them Corinth, Corinthian, Cornish. All they come from our ancestors building up buildings and mounds and pyramids. Right? That's why you always see these ancient buildings right by a mound or on top of a mound. You build ancient column buildings on top of the mound. Israel is built on top of each other, right? Tel Aviv is aligned with the vernal equinox in Israel. The mound of spring. You see that? And let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Ancient mound, Tel Aviv, Jaffa. I'm going to show y'all what they kept building on top of each other. That's what I want to show you. Tel Aviv is Tel Aviv. The mound of spring is the mound of corn. Abib is corn, people. Abib is corn. Tel Aviv is in the Bible, the mound of corn. I wanted to show you how they're building on top of each other. Here you go. Layers of civilizations built on over to one another. Layers of civilizations built one over the other. Symbolizes the ancient culture, right? So Israel, y'all hear me? Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. A forward ring. Give me a 2. So Israel is built over an ancient culture, an old mound aligned with the spring equinox. We got mounds in the southeast of America aligned with the spring equinox everywhere. Every state you go to. So Israel was built on a mound aligned with the spring equinox called Tel Aviv. But in the Bible, they call it Tel Abib. Right? Aviv is Abib. Hebrew word for spring. Abib also means corn. Right? So the mound of spring or the mound of corn in Israel, built over it, that became Tel Aviv, Israel. I already told y'all the ancient culture already built them cities before they got there. Before all the hunter-gatherers got there, our ancient culture had already put agriculture and the mound in that area. Now you understand what I'm trying to tell you? We are the Atlanteans. We are the old world. We are the people that went around and put mounds and agriculture and structure building in areas that it did not supposed to be there. Corn don't supposed to be in no damn Tel Aviv. Why y'all city named after corn? Ain't no damn corn in Israel. Why is the Sumerians, Dagon, named after corn? Why is the Africans, the Dogon, named after corn? Why Egypt got corn on the walls? Why Buddha got the corn in his damn hand? That's why I always tell y'all the corn told the history of the world. Roll the corn. But I'm gonna get out of here, man. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. Appreciate y'all, man. Subscribe to my YouTube. Subscribe to my live subscription. Subscribe to my I got Instagram now too. That's my cash out right there. We know the truth now with the red logo. I'm getting back on the road soon. Yes, I'm on YouTube. The link is in my bio. Go subscribe to my YouTube. The YouTube is We Know the Truth Now too, Kelvo. The link is in my bio on TikTok. Go look at the video. I got a whole bunch of knowledge on them videos, and I want people to use these videos forever and ever, no matter what happens. Go on or here, watch them, learn, research, show them to people who need to learn some of this stuff. And I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. My following it went through the roof. I got on Instagram, got like 11,000 followers already. YouTube subscribers, people coming in, asking questions. I love it, man. People are getting interested in our ancient culture and knowledge and want to know the truth. And y'all go to my YouTube. Y'all become a member on YouTube. I'm gonna start doing some live streaming on YouTube soon. And I'm gonna give away some We Know the Truth Now t-shirts too. I got them coming too. I'm gonna give away probably about 20 of those. Mail them to some of my people who've been waiting on them. I'm gonna give y'all one for free. The first one for free for the summer. And yeah, subscribe to my TikTok live. Subscribe to my YouTube membership. Do all that for me, man. And regular subscribe to my YouTube. So if you miss the lives on TikTok, I'm gonna put the whole live on YouTube around 1 or 2 o'clock every day, so we can kind of have, you know, some type of structure to when the videos come out, man. You miss it in the morning, you catch it on YouTube, you still catch it. I love you and I'm in love with you. I love y'all. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna stay virtuous and we're gonna keep learning the truth. And we're gonna get our motherfucking land back. Roll the corn. We know the truth now.